It's Jenna again, and I wanted to tell you about the time when my grandma was my hero and she was a total badass, and we chased the monsters out of our house with a spatula. Okay? So let's just get into it. So, I am actually part Native American. I'm an eighth Native American. I grew up going to powwows. We had Native American artwork. We had like drums. Like, I'm familiar with Native American culture. Okay, so my grandmother was actually the one who raised me. You know those types of stories where you tell your kids in order to get them to go to bed. It's kind of based off of one of these stories, which I don't know did more good or bad. But it definitely did get me to hop to. So this story um is about, there's a character in it called the Dark Lady, okay? And that was the person that I was afraid of, all right? So in this story, these kids are very, it takes place, it's a Native American type story, and it takes place in a village, and it's about these kids who are very, very unruly, okay? Unruly, like rebellious, don't do anything anybody says. And then in a village, I'm assuming, like, you have the mother figures and the father figures and the sisters and everybody. So basically, these kids were so bad that the whole village had, poured their heart and soul into helping these disgruntled parents try to deal with these kids, because these kids weren't only affecting the parents, they were affecting the whole village, terrorizing the village, starting fires, breaking things, not listening, not up in time to help with chores, like bad kids. And day after day and week after week, they wouldn't go to bed. They wouldn't, do what their parents said. So the parents are, very um don't know what to do. Don't know what to do because every mother figure, brother figure, father figure has tried and tried and tried. And so the last person that they wanted to contact, her name was the Dark Lady. All right? So, you know, these kids don't care basically, and the parents say to the kids, "Listen, if you don't shape up, this is who we're calling in." And she was a medicine woman. The kids are like, whatever. So, the parents are like, all right. They call the lady in, and um, the Dark Lady's like, like, let me observe your children. Like, very, like, wise, stoic lady, medicine woman. And, and she does. And the kids kind of go around with their normal activities, breaking things, disregarding their parents' authority, and not going to bed. So, the medicine woman's like, well, all right, I have the perfect solution for you. Gives a vial to the parents, and the parents put it on their nighttime dinner or something like that. And the kids take it and go to sleep and turn into owls. And then the parents are like, well, why did you do this? Like, I thought you were just gonna help them go to sleep and just try to be better. And the medicine woman was like, the Dark Lady was like, well, now they will be an example to every other child who doesn't obey their parents, saying, who didn't brush their teeth, who's not listening to their parents, who. And let me tell you, that had me shook, okay? I was shook. I was like, I'm not about to turn into an owl. Because if my grandma even mentioned that, I was like, oh, hop, I gotta go, gotta be good now, okay? Okay, so, um, did the story do, did the story create discipline for me? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. It was so long ago, I was like 5 or 6. But, I mean, yeah, it made an impact on me. Um, but I started to like develop like kind of a fear about it, and I was telling my grandma, I was like, grandma, like I'm scared. Like I remember going on a camping trip, and just to make it that much worse, my uncle, my lovely uncle, decided that he was going to add on to that, or I don't even know. I think maybe I came up with it. I don't even remember. But that she had a boyfriend named Buck, and like I actually even remember we had these like Native American style like cards of like that is a very loud bee. Anyways, Native American like women on these like beautiful horses, and like warrior guys, and like I was like, is this the dark lady, grandma? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, is this her boyfriend? And she was like, yeah. And his name was Buck. And like I think my uncle ended up chasing Buck off in the woods so I wouldn't be scared one time. But okay, so anyways, one day I'm talking to my grandma. I'm like, we got it, like, grandma, like I'm scared, like I don't know what to do, like I don't feel like safe right now, like and so my grandma, being the loving, sweet, wonderful woman she was like, I think maybe we co-conspirated it, like I don't remember. Conspirated. Anyways, um yeah, I mean they had to go. So basically we kind of start this like this campaign. We're just like campaigning, we're confronting them, and we're just like you guys need to go, like you guys need to get out of here right now. And one of us decided we needed weapons, so what better weapon than a spatula and a wooden spoon. So as we are, warring against these monsters in the house, my neighbors actually next door were outside just chilling, living their best life, just doing what they do and watering their grass, all, happy go lucky, just like woohoo, whatever. And so we're starting to get aggressive and just warring, you know, and at one point, one of us decides that we need to just get him out, just push him out the door. So that's exactly what we do. And I just remember my grandma, she goes first, and she's just got her little spatula, and I've got my wooden spoon, and we're just yelling and screaming at these monsters, the whole way down the street, which are invisible, but they were real to me, okay? So my grandma was being very wonderful. But anyways, we are just like, you guys gotta get out of here, and we're just shaking our spoon and our spatula, and we run a good 2 blocks until I'm satisfied with the outcome. And my grandma was like, well, you happy now? And I was like, yes, thank you, grandma. So I felt so much better after that. I'm not saying that hearing owls who still doesn't freak me out, but the moral of this story is sometimes you might have to get a little creative, you might have to get a little crazy in order to find your peace of mind. And it might look crazy to other people, but if it makes you feel better, you do it. You do whatever you gotta do for you to be okay sometimes. I mean, not whatever, but just sometimes you gotta think of creative solutions to put your mind at ease, or to get the negativity out, even if it looks stupid to other people, whatever it is. You gotta chase them out. If you gotta beat the crap out of a box to make yourself and put all the negative into that box and just beat the crap out of it to make yourself feel better. Someone might think it looks crazy, but if it helps you, do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't beat the crap out of people. That would be bad. But anyways, I love my grandma. I miss her. Now that I think about that, I know how much she really loved me, because, that's just what a loving parent would do. And I'm grateful. I'll never forget that. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my story, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. And I like to tell stories, so if you enjoyed it, just leave me a comment or something and I'll make more. So yeah, I thought I would add a little upbeat story for you. So thanks for watching. Take it easy.